We are live. Welcome back, everybody.
Hi.
So we've had a lot of fun today, looking back over time, over the year, over the decade, and just kind of reflecting personally too on just stuff. But obviously, we are an NFL show, and we want to give you guys our preview of the wild card games that are coming up this weekend.
Playoffs.
It's so exciting. You know what my favorite thing about when playoffs hit is? It's always kind of like sad right when it hits because it's like, oh, the regular season's over and everything's kind of like meh. But I love that we can actually watch every single game without red zone.
Correct.
Like,
yes.
We can see everything.
Even though the season is only 6 weeks left, we still get the most concentrated amount of football.
Absolutely.
The most intense.
Even though we lose a day of football because it's only Saturdays and Sundays, but it's really fun because then I can text you and be like, "Did you see that play?" And you're not like, "No, I'm not watching that game."
No, I'm working.
Well, yeah, that's it. That we can expect.
Yes,
but still, but we've got some really interesting matchups. Question mark coming up.
Oh no, I think all of these are interesting, save for the very last one.
Yeah, okay, but Saturday we start our day at 4 p.m. on ABC with the Bills and the Texans.
All right, who do you like in this game?
The Bills.
I agree. I also like the Bills.
Yeah.
The Texans are 1-3 under Bill O'Brien in the playoffs, and I think the Bills' defense is too good. Even though the game is at home, if they can keep Deshaun Watson if the Bills can keep Deshaun Watson under pressure constantly throughout the game, I think the Bills win.
Yeah, no, I absolutely buy that. I've got a soft spot for the Texans. I think they've done some really great things this year, despite losing defensive weapons like J.J. Watt. And Deshaun Watson is a top 5 quarterback for me, but I think what the Bills have right now is just so special.
I think so too.
Their defense, as you said, is
excellent.
Excellent,
yeah.
Excellent.
They're gonna have Tre'Davious White on DeAndre Hopkins the whole time.
Oh yeah.
So they're gonna make Deshaun Watson throw the ball to Will Fuller the whole time down the field.
Right.
And I mean
Fuller's going to get hurt and then
right.
They're
not going to have anybody to throw to. I think Buffalo wins this game by 10.
It's a very predictable game. I will say, and
it's a trap game, but it's like a really easy trap game.
Right. It should be good. After that we have Titans and Patriots at 8 p.m. on CBS.
Christ.
I know you've got a lot to say here.
Talk about this.
Can you believe the Titans are in the playoffs?
Yes, I can. They played really well down the stretch. Ryan Tannehill's, the second coming of God.
Like another top 5 quarterback this year.
Derrick Henry is just, on a tear. The dude won the rushing title this year. I was so surprised.
Yeah.
Considering he didn't do anything last year until the last 3 weeks of the year.
Right.
But now he's, amazing. Oh boy. You know who I'm picking to win. Don't you?
No, of course.
Yeah.
The Patriots.
No, incorrect.
What?
No, I'm picking the Titans.
Really?
Yeah, the Patriots suck. Are you kidding me?
I know.
If you're picking the Patriots to win this game, anybody listening, you are delusional. Listen to me. You are delusional if you think that they can make it through Tennessee. And if they have to make it through Tennessee, then guess what? They have to go play at Kansas City. And if they beat Kansas City, they get to go play at Baltimore. And if by some miracle they get past Baltimore, the NFC's too good and they're going to lose in the Super Bowl.
I know.
This is the end. This is the end of the line for the Patriots right here in this game. I think they lose at home. You can run on the Patriots defense. Even though it's good, you can still run on it. And Derrick Henry's going to run through that team.
The spread on this game right now...
Patriots by 4.5, I saw.
Yes, according to DraftKings.
I think that's too high.
Caesars, it's 5.5.
That's still too high.
Yeah.
They're giving the Patriots a 61% chance to win. If they can contain Tannehill and stop Derrick Henry, they'll be okay.
Yeah. No, I think it's going to be an interesting game. I think we're going to see a lot of very disappointing things. I'm intrigued. Like I don't think it's going to be an easy win.
I'm not going to. Okay, so real talk. The Patriots, I think, are going to win. I will not be surprised if they lose.
Oh, okay.
That said.
Okay.
The offense is in shambles right now. And they're not going to win by handing the ball off to Sony Michel or James White.
Right.
It's just not going to happen.
No, of course not.
I think Patriots escape with like a 3-point win. Like 27-24, where like the defense comes up with the stop at the end.
Okay. I buy it. I buy it.
Let's move on to Sunday. We've got the NFC on Sunday. Saints-Vikings start off the day at 1 o'clock on Fox.
Yeah. So another one that, I feel like the winner is kind of cut and clear. Again, I'm not quite sure how much.
You don't think so?
I'm not sure by how much.
Okay.
Because
we've seen this game before.
We have. But I don't know. The Saints do this thing in the playoffs where they crack under pressure and they wait until the last second to like make a big play, and then something always happens to them.
They got screwed the last 2 years.
Yeah, they did.
Last year was the no call in the NFC title game, and the year before that was the Minneapolis Miracle at the end there.
Yep. So
I don't even know that they get, that they wait till the end. They just, they get screwed at the end.
Right.
So, I mean, I think that Drew Brees and that offense is just too good. Mm-hmm. Like, Michael Thomas is gonna light up that Vikings defense.
Yeah. And
I just don't think Kirk Cousins has it to hang in the playoffs with that good of a team.
I want to see the Sean Payton offense that I know and love, and I want to see them pull out some really crazy shit. I want those 3 quarterbacks on the field. I want
Taysom Hill for 4 touchdowns.
I want drama. Yeah. I want lots of drama. Hopefully we get it. Also, the Saints, again, I don't know what to expect.
The Saints are out for blood this year too.
Remember,
they were robbed of a Super Bowl appearance last year.
Right.
So I wouldn't be surprised if they were out for blood this year.
A Super Bowl that they might have won.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. Maybe that's a little too bold, but
what it could have, should have. They didn't make it. So like, what are we talking about?
Right. After that, we've got Seahawks and Eagles at 4 p.m. on NBC.
This is a joke of the game. Seahawks play $1 million.
Absolutely, you're right. And I know what I said about Doug Peterson. I know what I said, and I stand by that. But
you're entitled to your incorrect opinion.
But fuck you. But the Seahawks, I mean, God, what are they? Look at what they're doing this year.
Yeah.
Look at this. Who would have thought we'd be here today?
Not me.
Not me.
Nope.
Just like the Paul Rudd meme.
That's right.
Not me. Here we are, and I think, this is probably the most boring game.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be like high scoring. Like I picture the Seahawks are gonna jump out like 17-0 at the end of the first quarter, and that's gonna be it.
Yep.
Like the Eagles are gonna be rallying from behind. If they have no one to throw to, the Seahawks defense is gonna pick them apart.
Yep.
It's just not. It's not gonna be close. Seattle is like the best wild card team out of the 4.
Absolutely.
Out of the 4, the best wild card team I think out of the 8.
Out of the 8, really?
Yeah, there's 8 of them, right? They're probably either, if not the best, then at least the second best.
Yeah, I mean the Bills and the Saints are given a run for their money.
I would say Bills are probably 3rd.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, like you said earlier, the NFC is just really, really good this year.
Yeah,
and except for the East. And the Eagles kind of won this spot by default, but they won it fairly, and they won it through such majesty is by having to play their 3rd and 4th string guys who are actually really good.
They also won it by the virtue of being in the NFC East.
Right.
Where everybody else sucks.
Exactly.
Sometimes it's not about how many, it's just about how.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it. I understand.
Who is your so we've got 12 teams left. Playoffs haven't started yet. Who's your pick to win the whole thing right now? Who's your AFC and NFC representatives first?
Oh, I feel like you're kind of springing this one on me, buddy.
That's not that hard, is it?
I mean,
we just cut it out later.
The Bills are going to win the AFC. I think we're going to see the Bills in the Super Bowl at this point.
Shit.
Wow. That's easy for me. But with the NFC, I just don't know. I want to say like the Saints or the Seahawks, but I can't pick one. Like, I can't pick one of those two.
What about Aaron Rodgers and the Packers?
No.
If Jimmy Garoppolo wins the Super Bowl, I'm going to throw up. I think I'm going to throw up.
Yeah,
I think that team's luck's going to run out at some point. The 49ers, they've all their last 5 games.
I don't think we're going to see them there. I don't think they're going to see them there.
All right.
But I really think it comes down to these wild card teams. I really do.
Yeah.
I think.
Well, that's nice of you to say. That gives me a little bit of hope.
Like, no, I think that we have some very clear front runners. But I'm not. I think that it's so weird. It's so weird that the way the NFL works with, like the wild card is just such a deciding factor. Like, I don't think they're any worse than the teams that won their divisions.
Okay. In the NFC, I think that's true.
Yeah.
In the AFC.
Like, and it comes down to like luck of schedule, luck of the teams that they played and the people that they faced. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I couldn't. I want to say the Bills are going to win the AFC, and you know what? I'm going to put my money on the Saints in the NFC.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Ravens just barely escaped Buffalo with a win.
I understand.
If they have to play at home, I think the Ravens are going to be very comfortable. So it's going to, for me, it's
true.
It's going to be Ravens Packers, and I think Green Bay wins the Super Bowl this year. From under everybody's nose, Aaron Rodgers reminds everybody why he's the best quarterback in the league.
That would be crazy too, with all this at the beginning of the season, all this drama with Matt LaFleur.
No one is talking about the Green Bay Packers.
No.
I feel like no one's talking about
You're
the
right.
Packers.
You're
because
right.
Everybody's so obsessed with Lamar, and everybody's obsessed with the Patriots not having a bye. Everybody's obsessed over this Seahawks 49ers rivalry and how that's renewed. How the Saints are like out for blood in Breeze's year where he surpasses the all-time passing record. Mm-hmm. No one's talking about the Green Bay Packers.
I know.
And
They've had a year. You're right. That's definitely a fair point. By the way, fun fact, Matt LaFleur, his younger brother, is a coach on the 49ers staff, and he's interviewing for head coaching jobs this week, too.
Ooh.
Fun facts.
Well, best of luck, Mr. LaFleur.
But this is, we kind of want to close out our year and open up our new year with some we want to be bold. That's what we like to do.
Bold predictions.
We don't get to do it a whole lot, but sometimes we try often. But we want to make a bold prediction for 2020. Okay. And I've thought of a few, but do we have time?
Oh yeah. I want you to go first though.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I've got an obvious, kind of obvious one. Obvious isn't the word, but I think the Redskins are going to make the playoffs next year.
You think so?
Yep. Our Washington Racial Slurs are going to make the playoffs. I'm very, very excited about what they're doing right now in their off season, and it's only been a couple of days. It's crazy, but I'm enthusiastic and optimistic about them as a team. Much more optimistic than I am about any of the other teams in the NFC East right now, as far as like improving next year.
Yes.
I think they will be the most improved. But my other prediction is that the XFL is going to be good and stick around.
You think so?
I think so.
You really do?
I'm really excited about all these television deals that they've signed.
They've got 2 networks on their package. They've got both Fox and ESPN. It's crazy.
Well, and another cool thing about it too is like when I'm thinking about it, like I'm dreading this. Every year we get to playoffs, and as playoffs go, I just start to dread this off season that's coming. And I feel suddenly like I don't have to.
Yeah.
I feel like I've got something to keep me really entertained and also and learn something new. Because a lot of these players we don't know.
Yeah.
I think we're going to start to see some crossover maybe. Some of these guys signing with NFL contracts.
That would be fun.
That would be really cool. But yeah, those are mine.
Okay. My NFL related prediction is that we're going to see a Bills-Browns divisional round playoff game next year.
Oh, that's bold.
Which is 2021, technically, because January of next year.
Oh, right. But
playoff-wise, I think we're going to see a Browns-Bills divisional round playoff game next year.
That's really bold. Do you think the Browns are going to pull it together?
And I don't know how that's going to happen, because for that to happen, one of those 2 teams is going to have to win their division.
Right.
And you're going to either have the Bills winning the AFC East or the Browns beating Lamar in the AFC North.
Right.
So.
I mean, but we also don't know if Lamar's going to make it to next year.
Right.
The way that he plays, we don't know. You don't know.
Yeah. He's given me hope.
But you think the Browns are going to pull their shit together?
I think so. I really do.
We kind of said that this year, though.
Yeah, well, we didn't know that Freddie Kitchens would be a massive dumpster fire.
Yeah, that's true.
So, Browns-Bills playoff game next season.
Okay.
I also want to go through this article really quickly with you.
Please.
These just something I found. 10 bold sports predictions for the 2020s. So I'm just going to read the headlines to all of these.
Okay.
And I want you to tell me how likely you think that they're going to happen on a scale of 1 to 10.
Okay.
Okay, just give me a number.
10 being the most likely?
10 being the most likely to happen, 1 being the least likely to happen. Number 1, labor issues will reemerge and dominate the next decade. And we might miss a full season of the NFL at some point.
5.
All right, very good.
I'm lukewarm.
Fair enough. Let's see. What else? Number 2, our league, one league, not saying which one. These are sports in general. One league will experiment with playing games just on sound stages. And by that I mean by taking away the fans and playing one game inside a sound stage to enhance the in-home viewership of the game.
Okay, so you read me the whole thing about this before we started this segment. And I understand, yes, the NFL is made for TV. It's not made for the fan experience anymore. And I understand all of these points and the benefits that would come from being on a soundstage. I do not see this happening. I think that this is a hard one for me. Because
Not even in the next 10 years.
Correct. Because I think that, first of all, everyone loves to go and they have so much clout about having season tickets and they're on the 50-yard line in the second row or whatever. And it's because that's the experience. That's what makes you a fan. Apparently, like that's what defines it.
No, I got
but on
that.
top of it, NFL players feed off of this energy.
Sure.
And seeing DeAndre Hopkins kissing his mom in the end zone, and seeing like those moments, if you lose those, the NFL loses so much of its entertainment value, and fans. I mean, fans want to see their teams play in person.
That's a valid point. Hard one for you on that.
Hard one.
Number 3, we'll have a female head coach of a major men's sports team.
Absolutely,
by the end of next decade.
yes. Yes, I am here for it. 10. I am writing my thesis right now about women involved in men's sports and how they have broken down the barriers of the locker room and the glass ceiling and shattered everything. And it is getting better for women. I am starting to believe it. I'm starting to see it. I'm hoping it's true. I'm going to go hard 10.
Number 4, sports nostalgia will be inescapable and maybe as big a business as actual sports. Think about it. We've had leagues like the Big Three, which is like an old timers game for retired NBA players, like Allen Iverson and Amara Stoudemire and Meta World Peace are all in that. Like Ice Cube co-owns that, but also like, you know, why can't you just like relive your youth from watching your favorite players from college do it again? You know, how do you feel about that?
3.
Yeah,
I think it's possible.
like
but-
I'm saying like abbreviated.
yeah.
Sports like Big Three is like 3-on-3 basketball for old people.
No, I know. Like, it's sure. Like, why not? Because it'll make money. But, like, I don't think it's going to be the thing that everybody's talking about.
All right, so what's your number?
3.
3. Number 5, a major collegiate program will drop college football.
Ooh. 7.
7.
7.
Okay.
Just because of all of the antics and all of the drama that's happening with college football right now, I think it's very, very likely.
Interesting.
Yeah.
This article makes mention of the Ivy League or the Patriot League or even like schools as big as UConn.
Okay. I buy it.
Number 6, all your favorite college video games will return.
Oh, 10.
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
100%.
Number 7, you will be able to subscribe to your favorite team's games on an a la carte basis, similar to the way that the Texas Longhorns have their own network.
Yeah. 10.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to happen. Just based on consumerism right now with, you know, Disney Plus, and I mean TV is going out the window. Like TV as a business,
medium.
and as a
Live
medium,
TV.
live television. Yes.
Live, in my opinion, live TV is sports. Live sports is the only thing keeping TV alive.
I can't fight you on that.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously there are other programs. You know, my parents sit and watch 60 Minutes every day, like or every time it's on, and it's like,
But to be fair, they are an older generation.
right. But they're still going to be alive for the next decade.
Well, I know that, but I'm saying that there's going to be
Hopefully.
a lot of young people coming into this. Live sports are the only thing keeping TV alive.
I buy it.
The young people that are going to be, you know, approaching our age in the next, 10 years aren't going to be sitting at home watching 60 Minutes on Sunday.
No,
It's
I
just
buy
not
it.
gonna happen.
Yep.
These last 3 are fun. Number 8, Colin Kaepernick will run for some sort of public office.
Oh, the likelihood? Yeah, that's gonna be.
Firstly, how much would you like to see that happen?
I wouldn't like to see that happen at
You
all.
don't think he'd be a good platform for social change?
It's not that I don't think he'd be good. It's that I don't want to see the response to it.
Fair enough.
I'm not interested in him having more opportunities taken away from him, and I just no. But the likelihood, I'm gonna, and you know what? I don't even think it's that likely. I'm gonna go with like a 3 or 4, like a 3.5.
Okay.
Like he's got other stuff to do.
All right, cool. Number 9, an active superstar player will come out as gay. In the next 10 years.
I think it's going to be closer to 10 years from now, but I think it's possible.
You think so?
Let's
How
go
possible?
7.
7?
Yeah.
All right, last one. The Cleveland Browns or Buffalo Bills will win the Super Bowl in the next 10 years.
10.
Holy shit, you're like banking on that to happen.
I think one of those teams could win the
You
Super
do.
Bowl.
You
Yep.
really do.
I think the Buffalo Bills could win this year.
Okay, that's... Ooh.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
All right, very
Yep. Wow, that was fun.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun.
good. Yeah, it was. Those
Wow.
are some cool prospects of things to happen there.
People say and think the darndest things, let me
Yeah.
tell you.
Well, that's the future, kids.
That's it. That's the
Yay.
future. That's the past.
Be afraid. That's the present. We're the present.
We're the and you're my present.
And your presence is my presence. And your listeners' presence is our presence.
Yes.
So thank you for being you. I think that's all.
I think that's all we got.
Yeah.
But guys, hey, have a safe entry into the new decade, and enjoy some football, and slide in those follow us on our social media. You got to do that at UFR Vodcast on just about everywhere that you use social media yourself, and slide in our DMs if there's any thoughts or something you want to talk about or something you want to yell at us about, or if you just want to say hi. You can also email us at andrewandkata@gmail.com. And with that, we are signing off and welcoming in a brand new year.
For both the last time in the previous decade and for the first time in this new decade. Hello and goodbye.
Yeah. I'm Kata.
I'm Andrew.
Cheers, guys.
Bye.